Hi, it's Pat Ward with Sotheby's International Realty in Carmel with my update on the real estate markets in Carmel and Pebble Beach for the first week of May 2020. Well, wow, it has been a busy week. As I mentioned last week, we had a relaxing of the restrictions to show properties this week, and that really opened the floodgates. As a result, last night I got two offers on a property that's been on the market for a while. So, uh, it's going to take a while for properties to be shown and offers to be made, negotiated. So, we'll should see a translation into additional properties going into escrow over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully from then on out. This week, we only saw 9 properties go into escrow in the Carmel and Pebble Beach areas. 8 of those were under 1.3 million ask. The one that was over 1.3 was for 6.7 million, and that was in Pebble Beach, right on the water in the Monterey Peninsula, Gold Coast, I like to call it, on Rodeo. That property had sold in 2014 for 4.7, so interesting uptick, and we'll see what they get. It did sell fairly quickly, however, so it'll be interesting to see what that closes for, and I'll update you when that happens. Otherwise, we had, again, a lot of activity in terms of buyers coming out of the woodwork. And I wanted to touch base a little bit about the differences in the segments of the real estate market here locally, how it translates. We've got the regular residential market, investment properties, and then the commercial real estate market. The residential market, we are seeing here locally uh, a a resurgence of activity and interest from out of the area, mostly people who are just deciding that they don't want to wait and they want to be, if they're going to be stuck anywhere, they'd rather be stuck in Carmel, especially, of course, those people that have learned that they can work from home. So why should they continue to live, someplace else when they could be living here and working here? So that certainly is helping us of what we're seeing here. A number of those people have always asked the question of, well, can I rent this property and make a little extra revenue? And until now, that has been a large part, a good segment of our buyers have been interested in short-term rentals or restrictions, of course. Now it'll be interesting to see. My guess is that there won't be as much interest in doing that, simply because people, I think, are going to be less likely to want to have people they don't know staying in their homes. Um, we'll see, but that is my personal opinion. I don't know that that's going to be cause a huge lag on our residential market, simply because for most people that was an adjunct and not a absolute necessity to have that additional revenue from the rental. So investment property may slow down. I think that's a fairly reasonable assumption. As far as commercial, boy, it could go one of two ways. My thought was that as people have discovered they can work at home and businesses have discovered that their workers can work at home, one would assume that they would now wonder, why should we pay all this money for this huge office building when people can work at home? So, however, then this morning I saw Eric Schmidt, who said he felt that people are going to be looking for just bigger spaces. Uh, he may know more than me, so we'll see how that pans out. I'm guessing it's going to be a combination of both things. So maybe current spaces will have fewer workers, it'll be spread out farther. And so maybe, hopefully, it will have not as much of a detrimental effect on the commercial market as what I had previously been thinking it might. Um, anyway, here, as I said, we're really cautiously optimistic about the residential market, real estate market in Carmel and Pebble Beach areas. In fact, we got the stats for April 2020. Sotheby's was up 38% in volume, dollar volume, over April 2019. So there you go. We'll see. May is, I was going to say May is likely to be less, but now we've had this big uptick, so I don't know. It's looking good. Keep your fingers crossed, and I'll let you know how it goes. Talk to you again next week. Take care, and happy Mother's Day. Bye bye.